Hi, I'm Denise DeFara. This is just a short follow-up video after the Sydney Affordable Art Fair. For those of you following along and curious what pieces sold, if you haven't seen on my Instagram, I'm just running through and showing you the pieces that sold. And there's my little cartoon character, Little Didi, who it's like she likes the job of putting little sold stickers on. So it's a bit of a tradition I have started, making little kind of posters and the sold stickers of the things that sold. And then also at the end, when it switches over to, there's 5 pieces left at Stephen Street Gallery, and they're available for purchase now. I wonder if you had a favourite in this group. I was quite smitten with the greyhound called Granville, and he was snapped up on the opening night by a very kind of famous in Australia podcaster in the art world, Maria Stoljar, who has Talking with Paintings podcast. So that was really, really sweet to actually found out via her stories on Instagram that night. She said, I bought this one, and I looked twice and thought, oh, that's mine. So that was really, really lovely, and obviously another dog lover. So that was fun. The Affordable Art Fair Sydney is just wrapped up, 6th to the 9th of November, and the final numbers are in. The Sydney edition saw 18,000 visitors make their way to the fair and 5 million in total art sales across the 4-day event. Organisers have reported that this is a 50% increase on the 2024 fair, an increase consistent with both its 2025 Melbourne and Brisbane art fairs. So it's a good place to be. I decided to make a little edit to this painting based on that card, and to change her from having that blue skirt to having pants, because this one looked so fun in the similar chair, and I probably actually copied that chair from that original other painting. So I did that underpainting and made her have some white trousers, and then I popped a little doggy next to her. Packing paintings. I'm going to try something here. This is really good stuff that I got from a furniture moving place. You know, it's been used once to transport like lounge suites and couches or whatever, beds. You know, it's got one protective layer. It's kind of spongy on one side and plasticky on the other. So I've got a painting that fits in here, and I'm going to have a go at sewing up each side and making like a pocket. So my hope is that will hold together nicely. I might reinforce it with duct tape, and then that can be reused. When I send them to the art fairs, I get this back and I can refill it if the painting sells. My sewing machine didn't love it. I sort of had to pull it through, gently, just sort of not too fast, but keep it moving, because it was a bit hard for the lower foot to grab. It was too slippery, I think. But this is a trusty, really old Bernina sewing machine, and it's solid as, and I love it so much because it can seemingly sew through anything. So it did a good job. And I also zigzagged up the edges after. Thanks for watching, and feel free, if you have any comments or questions, to put them below. I respond to all of the comments. My channel's still little enough that I can do that. So, all right, see you next time.